Hi, I'm Dave for General Equipment Company, and today, in this segment, we'll cover basic inspection checkpoints that should be performed for a 4400 series auger. These inspection checkpoints should be performed each time prior to placing an auger into operation or when renting if you are a dealer. This same process is also used on our PLDBH, LDBH42, 4700 plus, 6700 series earth augers. With that, let's get rolling. So, to ensure a properly functioning auger with the longest service life possible, make it a point to visually inspect, clean and/or replace items as needed following the checklist we are about to cover. First, examine the overall auger flighting and boring head. Flighting edges should be the same basic diameter the full length of the auger and not taper over its length, becoming smaller as it approaches the boring head. A quick measurement from the auger axle to the outside edge of the flighting near top and bottom of the auger can determine if any taper is present. In addition, the boring head should have all teeth mounting retention slots intact. If the flighting or boring head is severely worn not meeting these requirements, remove the auger from service and discard it. Next, examine the screw bit cutting edges. If they are dull, they can be sharpened on a standard Auger shaft grinder. If the fishtail tips are completely worn away, the screw bit will need to be replaced. Moving forward, inspect all auger teeth. Note any that are missing and replace if required. Each tooth should have a tight fit in the retention slot and should not be worn beyond useful service life. Note that there is no need to sharpen any teeth as all teeth are self-sharpening. From a wear perspective, if the outside edge of a 35 or 35 HFC tooth is worn even to the outside edge of the boring head or the cutting edge is worn up to the wear hole in the tooth will need to be replaced. On 5T30 and 5T30C teeth, for 4400 plus, similar auger series replace the tooth before it wears down even with the outside surface and lower inside corner of the retention slot casting. For 4700 series augers, replace the tooth before it wears down even to a line perpendicular to the auger axle and the bottom edge of the tooth retaining bolt and nut. On 1336 teeth, for all auger series in this video, replace the tooth when one or more of the 4 tungsten carbide inserts have been worn off or are missing. Next, check the entire auger for external damage or cracking. Also, check to make sure that the auger axle or flighting is not bent. To determine if the auger axle is bent, place the auger on a flat surface such as a workbench and roll it back and forth. As you roll the auger, check to see if a gap appears between the auger flighting edge and the bench top. Check the gap height by sliding a 1/4 inch thick gauge made of wood, metal, or plastic into the gap. If the gap exceeds the height of the gauge, the auger is cracked, or any of the boring head tooth retention slots are broken, worn away, or no longer properly hold a tooth in tight fashion. The auger should be removed from service immediately and discarded. As a last checkpoint, examine any auger extensions for external damage, cracking, or a bent shaft. Auger extensions with cracks or a bent shaft should be removed from service immediately and discarded. That does it for this segment. Other videos are available, if required, on how to replace auger teeth and screw bits covered in this video. If you have questions or need further assistance, please feel free to visit our website at generalequip.com, give us a call at 800-533-0524 or email us at support@generalequip.com. We are here to make you successful and will be glad to help you in any way possible.